Hey guys, what's going on? This is the home of the Scarlet with me, the Raging Snail.
And Jules.
And today we want to talk about kind of like what's going to happen with the format and what could top or what potentially could top. So we just have like kind of the top tier decks from the last format and how or what we think could potentially still stay up in top tier form or what will drop off the map.
Monarchs are dropping off the map.
Yeah, first thing, yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about Monarchs, and yeah, we both agree that they're done. I don't think,
Pantheism
yeah,
and Stormforth got hit.
and Aether, don't forget Aether.
Aether doesn't matter when compared to Pantheism and Stormforth, because Aether was the combo with Stormforth that pissed everyone
Yeah,
off.
absolutely, but those three cards just really don't make the deck playable in my opinion. So I just don't think the deck's gonna be played anymore. It's still a powerful deck, but there's no real reason to play it anymore with those cards. The only
Without those cards.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably play Caius and Thessalos, those Mega Monarchs at 3, but it's just not the same.
And you don't have the draw power as you did with...
Yeah, so consistency is a
Yeah.
huge thing in getting what you need in your hand.
Also, tributing your opponent's monsters.
Yeah, so the consistency just really hurts the most, and I don't know. I think it's gone. I will say that Stormforth really hurts a lot of other decks, such as my Batteryman, and because of that, I won't play my Batteryman right now. I really wish I could, because I thought they could actually do something with this format, but I can't do
Nope.
anything with Stormforth, which it sucks, but it happens. So yeah, we think Monarch stat. We're gonna give it a thumbs down. Next, we want to talk about, you want to do Cosmo or PK Fire?
Let's do PK Fire, because PK Fire still has a chance to live.
Yeah, it's really interesting that they still didn't hit Dante. It's still at 3. Sears at 1, yeah, Beatrice is at 1.
That doesn't stop them.
Well,
They still have Terror Top, and they still have Dante.
yeah, so
So they're fine.
the Speedroad engine is still very strong, and yeah, Dante's still at 3. You just, I don't know how, that Burning Abyss has been a deck for 2 years, I think, and it's still an
It came out the
amazing
same
deck.
time as Necros and...
No.
Before that?
Way before.
Okay, then I...
Burning Abyss was Duelist Alliance, Necros was Secret Forces.
Yeah, it came out the format right before.
Yeah, because it was Duelist Alliance format with Burning Abyss, and later on with New Challengers Cleafort, but Necros format was in April, but or like February to April. But anyway, I personally think Burning Abyss or PK Fire could be a 50-50. I think it could still top, but with Beatrice at 1, it hurts a little bit.
Not as much, though.
But Beatrice is still a powerful card, and if you still get it out, it can still reduce some stuff. And there will be someone to find a way to recycle it, so it can still be a thing. And Seer just kind of like stuns their deck or like stops the loop that kept happening, because if Dante went, you would get I don't remember the loop, but like you would just keep looping Seer and Dante. I'm pretty sure that's how the loop went, but it just wouldn't stop, and putting that limit was good, but I don't know. I think Burning Abyss PK Fire could still be a thing.
Yeah.
I think there's still a good chance. Will it happen? Maybe not, because people will probably want to play some new stuff. So I'll kind of give it like a I don't know, like if we did.
I say it's a sink or swim.
It could be. But yeah, so I get like for Monarch, since we did a thumbs down, I'll give PK Fire like a middle thumb. Like it's just possible. It really depends. I just don't see it, because I think other people play other cards, but who knows? It's still like now would be the time to play it, because it's still a fun deck.
Oh, yeah.
It's not fun to go against, obviously, because of the advantage. You just like it's a surprising deck that goes off with advantage when the monsters die, but that's just us. I guess we'll go to Cosmos next. The other TCG archetype, or
I
at
have
least
no
it started
clue.
out as TCG exclusive. Yeah, we don't know.
All they did was they took Dark Destroyer to 1
Well,
and they put
E-Telly.
E-Telly to 1.
So,
I mean, if they play with one Dark Destroyer, they play with one Dark Destroyer, and if they play with one E-Telly, they play with one E-Telly.
Yeah.
It doesn't really harm the deck that much. The only thing that they got rid of was Dark Destroyer, which helped keep doing the floating
yeah.
and kept blowing shit up and was a 3K beater.
So I can still see Cosmos like still like at least getting somewhere at events, maybe local level. I don't know at regionals, and you know if anything, they would just go back to the Cosmos originally played before Dimension of Chaos came out with Dark Destroyer. But the problem with that is E-Telly's at 1, so playing with it is really not worth it. And it's not just because of Farm Girl anymore. Farm Girl was the reason E-Telly went to 2, but Tin Can's the reason I guess why it went to 1. So it's still a strong deck, but I just don't see many people playing it now because people will want to try new things, and I guess that can lead into or I guess I'll give it this, but any other top tier decks before we move on to the new stuff?
What else is top tier now that wasn't hit?
I guess you could talk about Mermills. They weren't top tier, but
They didn't get hit.
no. I mean, no, but they're still, after they're one of the longest running decks that still can like pack a punch, and they deserve a lot more credit than they should. You Mermill Atlantean players, you know who you are, but they still do very well, and that's mainly because the ban list just doesn't touch them. But they're still fairly consistent and fairly powerful. You can make serious big boards with them. But I guess we'll move on to the new stuff, and I think the next deck that could really shoot up on the list is Metal Foe Yang Zings. I'm definitely giving it a thumbs up. I'm not saying it could be like, tier 0, the best thing, everybody's going to play it.
Yeah, no.
But it sort of reminds me of Cosmos because a lot of stuff will float and everything gets advantage off of when it dies. And when you play the Metal Foes, which will blow up your Yang Zings, everything triggers. And even with Jiao 2, where you can pitch stuff and make some serious boards, it's crazy. And it could be a serious contender in the future, especially with more support coming for Yang Zing because they're getting the counter trap, which is fairly powerful.
Yes.
And Metal Foes are getting more as well. They're getting like a level 1 effect monster, which is, kind of against what they are, being non-effect. And even
it's
if...
the fusion.
Well, yeah, they're getting a fusion too. They're getting a pendulum monster and they're getting a fusion.
Yeah, but the fusion is the level 1.
Right? No, but they're also getting a level 1 pendulum effect monster.
That's level 1?
Yeah, and it has an effect. But it's like if it's destroyed, you can do I forget. But even if E-Telly's at 1 because all the Metal Foe cards are psychic, I haven't really seen many builds with E-Telly for Metal Foe.
No, I haven't seen one at all.
But I don't know. I still think the deck, I'm definitely going to give it a thumbs up because I could definitely see it being at least like tier 2, maybe tier 1, but it's still a really powerful deck. And like I said, it floats. The Metal Foes are a very strong engine and they're very splashable. You can play a Metal Foe in almost any deck, and yeah, I think that's about it for Metal Foe Yang Zings.
Dark Magician.
Yeah, so obviously, Dark Magician. That deck is surprisingly powerful. I'm surprised it hasn't really done anything yet.
They're missing one card.
But yeah, they are missing Eternal Soul. I kind of hope once they get that card, they do become top tier because it's Dark Magician. It's in my opinion like the most iconic card of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Besides Blue Eyes.
Yeah. Blue Eyes is Blue Eyes can be more iconic, but yeah, it's a really powerful deck to begin with.
Oh,
and,
God, yes.
If you can make a really strong board with Dark Magician, if you have Dark Magic Circle, you can keep banishing cards. And then if you have Secret Village, you will lock your opponent out of spells, which could be good against Metal Foe Yang Zings. So, even better.
Good against Blue Eyes.
And, yeah, so I guess now we'll bring up Blue Eyes. We didn't at first because we weren't sure if we should put it under the category of old top tier with the previous ban list because it kind of came late. Or we weren't sure if we should put it on this new list. We weren't sure. But to be honest, Blue Eyes is an amazingly strong deck. And it gets around so many things. Even if you side Light Mirror, Light Imprisoning Mirror, it can still kind of dodge that, which is quite amazing.
Zombie World.
Yeah, Zombie World is a great alternative. There's some other really cool floodgates. Can't play Kaiser Coliseum. But yeah, Blue Eyes, both previous format and this format could seriously be top tier. I mean, it won Worlds. It's who would have thought Blue Eyes would have won Worlds? Okay, all right, there's you. But you asked me, I was sure Monarchs were gonna win. even before the Blue Eyes support. I mean, I had no idea before the Blue Eyes support, but who would have thought Blue Eyes would get support like this? Like, it's crazy support.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
I was
can't argue.
I was
that.
shocked when they came up with the structure deck.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Magician didn't really. They got they got the Spellcaster's Command. I think that was what it was called. Like back in 2004, 2003, I think.
Yeah, but that focused a lot more on spell counters and not Dark Magician.
So, yeah, like it was more on spell counters, and then there was a later one about Andy Mayon, which kind of also did spell counters, but that was a little bit than Dark Magician. But both Blue Eyes and Dark Magician can be a really cool deck. And to be honest, I really hope next year, or the next big event, the top two players will be a Dark Magician and a Blue Eyes player, and they'll go head to head. I think that would be insanely awesome.
And then you got Red Eyes, the stupid red-headed stepchild who no one likes because they decide to give it shit support.
So we also thought about including Red Eyes in this, and we could argue, or at least it's arguable to say they're tier 2, maybe tier 3.
They have an FTK.
Yeah, they have a really stupid burn FTK. It surprisingly works, and it's fairly consistent. But we just don't see Red Eyes on the map. However, I just realized Allure's at 3. Not that they would seriously play it, but if anything, they could play 1. I mean, I would assume most people play 2. But they could honestly play 3, and I'm sure there's a way to get stuff, back to the grave. In fact, if you combine Red Eyes with any level 1 tuner, and you play the Allure and you banish your Red Eyes, you make Omega with that level 1 tuner, and you could dump your Red Eyes back in the grave. And, oh, wow, holy crap, I think I know what I'm going to play. Red Eyes, because if you have Red Eyes in your graveyard, like if you fuse with it or just dump it in the graveyard with Dragon Shrine or your Blackstone Legend, I think. It's too bad they didn't make a tuner. That would have been, oh my god, if they made a tuner, wow. But if you get Red Eyes in the grave, or if you banish it with Allure, and you get the Omega, I mean, the problem is you just gotta find a level 1 tuner. I'm sure there's one. I don't know, maybe I'll build something, who knows.
Unknown Synchron.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot more. I mean, you can play Valor, But, holy crap, though. Allure, banish the Red Eyes, and then make an Omega and dump it back in, and, you could recycle it. Which, that is actually really amazing. I'm considering that now.
Speaking of things that can abuse Allure, something that we all know is getting support, and we all know is going to be abusable as fuck. The DDDs.
Yeah, so DDDs are going to be the last thing we talk about. And right now they're fairly they're okay, but they're getting some busted. I don't know. You could argue it could be broken. It could be abusive. Like, it's really powerful stuff, and
it's insane at how much they're getting.
Yeah, they're getting an insane amount of support. I don't think Konami knows what they're doing. Like, it's just gonna wreck. And oh yeah, we should talk about ABCs really quick. So yeah, DDs are definitely gonna be up there. DDs are gonna be tier 1 for a fact starting next year. ABCs are also gonna be really powerful.
I'd say tier 2.
I don't know, because with ABCs you can make Infinity, ABC, and even Crystal Wing, or even like Gear Gig in turn 1 if you open great. It's amazingly consistent. The field spell's awesome. Their support's great. But yeah, I think ABCs, DDs. I mean, they're right now topping, and they're dominating the OCG. So they will be tier 1 here. I'm sure of it. But those are just our thoughts. That's just we think we'll be moving up and down the list. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with us. Let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, I'm the Raging Snail.
I'm Jules.
And we'll see you guys next time. Signing out.
Peace.